Okay, so we're going to create a web page version, and we have done this before, but it's always good just to kind of do these things a couple of times because there are a lot of things that are going on in here, and it just might be hard to kind of remember all these details. So again, a web page version is just a snapshot of a page at a particular time. So if you're going to go in and do a lot of edits, or you've got, say, 20 or 30 minutes of web authoring time invested into a page, we recommend that you go ahead and create a web page version. Again, one of the reasons to do this is there's a functional reason and a positive way in that you may want to get back to that version for a particular business reason. But then the other really kind of a protective reason is that there is no reliable Control-Z undo within AEM. So again, you can use it strategically if you've got a business case for using it that way, but then also just to kind of cover yourself, we recommend that you do versions. So versions are also created anytime a web page is activated as well. So if a page has been activated, you're going to see a web page version in your versioning tab. So here's our old reliable Lacerte homepage. We're going to open that up. And grab the Sidekick, because that's where versioning happens. So it is the fourth tab to the right here, the versioning tab on the Sidekick up on the top. So here is when you just click on that, you've got the create version dialog, and you could just do that. Sometimes I like to just go through and take a look at the restore version just to kind of see where we're at on things and check this out. These labels are automatically generated. These numbers are numbering series by AEM. You also have the opportunity to change that if you'd like to. If you mouse over the label, you can see where a comment has been added. So here we've got an interspace has been deleted. So anyway, I like to do that. But let's go back to our create version UI. And again, if you wanted to make a change to the label, you could add that in here or just add the comment. And you do that by looking at this more, clicking on the more. And then if you wanted to get rid of that, you just click on the less. So I'm going to be okay with defaulting to the numbering sequence that AEM puts in there, but I'm just going to add a quick comment. So I'm going to say we removed a CTA out of there, and that'll mean something to me later, and I'll create a version. And we can see that 1.3 was created for Lacerte Home. Could go down here and take a look at that as well. Here it is. If I mouse over, remove the CTA. So that's creating a version, and pretty straightforward. And again, we have covered it before, and there's also some great information on the CMS Online Help Guide for that. Now, if we wanted to restore a version, you can't do that. You can do it from the Sidekick. You just can't do it from that tab. It's not a versioning. It's actually a workflow that you have to go through. And what I'd like to do is just kind of step you through this from the CMS Online Help Guide. I'm just going to show you that this is out there as well. It's got all the steps that you need to go through. So again, you're going to click the versioning tab. You're going to mouse over the labels and figure out which one it was exactly that you wanted to restore. Then click on the workflow tab that's here. Then you're going to go down and click on Restore Page Version and start that workflow. Now, if you remember, the second step in all the workflows are going to be the initiator comment, and it's going to be looking for the version number that you want to restore. So I call that out because that's something you're going to want to remember to check before you jump in and do this workflow. So let's do the workflow. So on, again, the workflow tab, I'm going to go down here to Restore Page Version. And I could add a comment and a workflow title in this if I wanted to. Again, these two fields show up in the inbox, so that's a sortable thing. So we can click on Start Workflow. And now it's looking for the initiator comment. And again, it's just a little odd step in the Sidekick is that it actually asks you to complete it. But here is where we can put in our version label. I'm going to go back to 1.2, and I could add in a comment. That's optional as well, and then click OK. I'm not going to do that right now, but if I had done that, then that would go on to marketing for approval. And but that's basically how you would create a page version, and then you through the versioning tab, and then you restore it through a workflow. Again, lots of good information on the CMS Online Help Guide.